Hi Stampers, my name is Sandy Hancock. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you from Southern California. I'm having a little bit of trouble with my voice today, so I hope it holds all right. Okay, so today I'm going to be making 3 cards out of the Flight Airy DSP. This isn't DSP 12 by 12 that you get free as one of the celebration gifts if you spend $50. So we're going to be making the birdhouse. And if you remember on page 7 in the Sale-a-Bration Catalog, this is where I got the idea. I just changed it up a little bit. And so we'll go through that. And then we're going to be making this card. And I saw it on somebody's blog. I think it was pretty similar to this. And I'm sorry, I don't remember whose it was. But I just thought it was beautiful using this scallop contour die. And then we're going to use the Countryside Corners dies and make this delightful little card. Just love the little birds. Okay, all right, so I think we'll start with this card. And most of you probably have seen the scallop contour dies. They're one of my very favorite sets. They have 1, 2, 3, 5 rectangular dies, 2 flowers, and a scallop. Love that. And then I'm using So Thankful for You out of So Sincere. This is the set I got to design when I hit $1 million. And then we're using 2325 in color jute trim. And I was just going to show you where that is in the catalog because you might not have noticed it. Let's see, what page was it on? Here it is. Okay, it's on page 144. So they're the in color jute trim. All right, so that's what I'm going to be using. All right, let me move those out of the way. Don't need that. Okay, so let me see where my little pieces are for this. This trim is really curly. So usually with, trim like this, you can pull it and get some of the wrinkles out. This one's pretty wrinkly, but we'll see what we can do with it. All right, so here are our pieces. So this is just regular. Oh, I meant to get the heavy white. I think I just got the regular cardstock. I've actually switched over and I'm using the heavy white cardstock. All right, so now the first thing I'm going to do is put this. Let's see, did I write down? Okay, this is 3 1/4 by 3 1/2. But when you cut the 3 1/2 this way, you want to just leave a smidgen off because you don't want it to come below this scallop. This is where the trim is going to be, the jute. And you don't want the paper to come below the jute. So it's 3 1/2 this way, maybe say minus a 1/16. Okay, so let's put that on first. And we'll just leave a nice little border around there. Okay, now I cut 15 inches of this jute. We're just gonna stick it around the back like this and tie a bow. We'll see how that goes. Oh, I think before I do that, hold on, before I do that, I'm going to put the greeting on. And I am going to use the Stamparatus. Used to have a Stamp-a-Majig. Because I might want to stamp the greeting more than once to get it dark enough. So I'm just going to pull it off the block. I think I'm going to move it to the right just a little bit so that there will be more room for the bow over here. Okay, that looks straight. All right, so we'll get the boho blue ink pad and give this an inking here. Yeah, see, I knew I was going to want to stamp it more than once. Twice looks good, but since I've got it out, I might as well stamp it 3 times. Okay. I'm sure I could have gotten away with twice, but it's so fun using that thing. We don't sell it anymore. So if you don't have one and would like something like it, I think I'm going to put this on next. I'm going to put it on with dimensionals. That will give the jute some room to roam back there. Okay. All right, so now we'll put this on. I was careful not to put the dimensionals where the jute's going to be, so I can pull it back and forth if I need to a little bit. Okay. Well, I think I want that a little tiny bit more to the left. Okay. Now, I don't know if I'm going to want to move this jute or not, but we'll see. Yes, this needs to be longer. I don't know if you like to tie bows or not, but it's not that hard. Now as I say that, watch. Okay. Let's see. I think I want this a little bit longer. Which piece is this? This one? A little bit longer. Like I say, this is really curly, so if you get frustrated easily, I don't know what to suggest. Maybe just tie a bow on the front. Okay, now I'm going to pull it. I think I'm going to pull it, maybe not. Okay, I'd like for that to stay put. Let me pull that down a little bit. I think I'm just going to take a glue dot, and that might just help it stay in place a little bit better. Definitely. This little guy is determined he's going to stick up. I think I'm going to trim him just a little bit. Doesn't need to be that long. And I think I'm going to add one more glue dot under him to keep him in place. Okay, pretty cute, pretty cute. And then I'm going to use the Tinsel Gems 4-pack to just add some cuteness to this card. It seems like every time we make a card, we're adding some kind of fun stuff. All right, come on, people. Well, I think that one lost its goo. Okay. Might need some more goo here. All right, let's see. I think I'll just put it there. And then I'm going to put a small one. Maybe over there. I was going to put it to the right, but the bird's tail is in the way. Okay. All right, I'm happy. And then, so thankful for you. So you're just going to write whatever you want inside. I'm not necessarily putting anything inside. Okay, so there's card number 1. All right. Card number 2. We're going to use the, let me show you, Countryside Corners. I actually have not used the stamp. I thought I would try it, but I really haven't used it. I don't think. So what I did is I just took the largest die and cut out a piece of bird paper. And so we're just going to go ahead and put that down. And we'll just try to center it the best we can. And that probably will be good enough. Isn't that so pretty? Okay, now what I did here, let's see. Oops, that's not it. Just got it out. It's the new folder. I'm not kidding. How do these things disappear? Okay, it's this folder. It's called Labeled Layered Florals. Okay, let me put this under there. Can you see it? It's so beautiful. It's one of the newer embossing folders. Layered Florals 3D. Okay, so that's what I'm using. So I just had a piece, you know, a quarter of a card. And then what I did is I took these two. So it's the largest and the next to the largest. And I just put them together and just cut one time. So just use something to hold the dies together so that you don't have to go back and cut 2 times. Okay, so I cut it out with that embossing folder, and we will go ahead and put that on. So this really is a very simple card. It just takes a wee bit of pre-cutting. All right, so here we go. This goes down pretty easily. And I thought, well, that's pretty. However, I think another layer would be really pretty. So then I took the second largest and the third largest together to cut out the blue frame. But I wanted, you know, where am I going to put a greeting on there? There's not really room for a greeting. So I went to the So Sincere set and I got out Just For You. And then I took one of the dies out of here, Stylish Shapes. It's this one. And I just went ahead and cut out the Just For You. And now I'm going to trim off that because it's obviously too long. Okay, so there's the Stylish Shapes. That's another one that I use all of the time. Okay, so this is going to come down like this. So I'm just going to guess about where that's going to go. And I can always cut more off if I need to. Okay, so let's see. That's going to go, this is not down yet, but it's going to go under there. Do I want any more cut off? No, I think that's okay. So we'll just do that. Now we'll go back, put on our blue layer. And this card is almost done. So here, it's really easy to put it together. Like I said, it just takes a minute to cut it out. Okay. Oh, that is not on there straight. That really bothers me. So let's see if we can straighten it up a little bit. I'm going to just pull it up a little bit. Okay, now that looks nice and straight. Okay, then I'm going to take adhesive backed solid gems, and I'm just going to put, I need some new glue on here, I think. Okay, so we'll just put there. This has 3 different sizes. So pretty. Maybe there. Okay, so simple. And again, I haven't put white in here, but I will. I'll probably put white. And just pretty, pretty. Very simple. Just shows off the paper so beautifully, doesn't it? Okay, that's card number 2. Now, drum roll. We're going to be making the birdhouse. And let me put this out of the way. All right, so let me grab a die that I want you to see. There is a set called Carousel Horses, and this is the carousel. But this is also the birdhouse, the top of the birdhouse. So I just wanted you to see where that's coming from. And then there's the little scallop is also in the carousel horses. So that is what I'm using. You know, the company did that to us. It's like, I don't really need a carousel horse set of dies, but I bought them. Okay, I'm just going to put this out so you can look at it. And hopefully everything I need is in here. Okay, so you can see that I've used the Layered Florals embossing folder. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Okay, I'm going to just maybe put that over here so you can still see it. Okay, now the blue piece, let's look on here. The blue background, that's this, and see the other side of it is beautiful birds. So it's kind of sad to have to cut into it, but it makes such a beautiful background for the house. So it's 3 1/4 inches wide, 4 3/4 inches high or tall, however you want to say that. And this is just going to go on there flat. And yep, there we go. Press it down because this is pretty bumpy and we want it, of course I didn't get that on there straight. So we'll pull it off, do it again. Straight is always better. Okay, there we go. All right, now this is the branch. Maybe you can see it better there. It's the branch out of I pulled it out. Oh, the aspen dies. And I want to show you, you may or may not be familiar with the aspen dies, or you may have them because it's got this, it's on page 162. It's got this in them. And a lot of people have been using that. Excuse me. But this branch right here is what I'm using. And then I took the timber embossing folder, I don't know if you can see it or not, and used the timber embossing folder on there so that it actually makes it look like wood. Okay, only problem is it's a little bit too long. So I'm just going to take some scissors and cut it down just a little bit. They said it's a 100-day cough. I hope that's not true after you've been sick. Oh my goodness, I'm pulling my leaf apart. I mean, my limb apart. That will never do. Yikes. Okay, that's good. All right. Now, I am so sorry. Okay. This is the house, 2.5 inches wide and 3 inches tall. So I'm going to just take this and give myself an idea of where I want the birdhouse. Kind of put the pieces together a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to put it about right. Okay, then I have a 1-inch punch. I don't think it's current, but a 1-inch punch, if you just push it all the way in, it fits perfectly. And then we want some depth behind the hole. So I'm going to just put this down. This is pecan pie, by the way. I think that'll be okay. Okay, now we're going to put this on dimensionals. Again, this is, you know, you have to cut out some pieces to put this together. So this is going to go to somebody special, right? Okay, so let's get these off. And then we're going to add the roof next. Okay, get an idea where that's going to go. And we'll put it about right there. Okay, now, let's see. Okay, this is the side. Huh. Hold on. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Somehow was missing part of the birdhouse. What I did when I cut these out, I put 2 layers together. I put the DSP again. It's the purple DSP out of the bird big package that we get. So, you know, you hate using up the bird paper. But anyway, I'm going to put these 2 together. And it's just nice to give it a little bit more depth. And then I'm going to cut this off. Okay, so now I think we're ready to put the roof on. Oops, come back here. Okay, so let's put the roof on. And then I also needed, I needed the carousel dies for the scallop. So I'm gonna just lightly put this in place. And let's see, oops. I'm gonna fill those up, so don't worry about that. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut that. Okay. Then these two little slats are actually out of the solid color. Oops, this goes this way. This is how they show it in the catalog, and I thought it was really pretty. Let's see. Fresh freesia. Couldn't think of the name of it. So fresh freesia. And then we want to cut this, of course. We don't need that extra. Okay, so now we've got our little house. And then I used my bow tire to make the bow, and I did not want to do that for you because trust me, you can't learn to do it watching somebody else. You have to just go to YouTube and Google it and learn how to do it once you get one. Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell them, but you can go online and find them. Okay, so there's our little bow. Now we're going to add Love and Hugs, and this happens to be from Sending Smiles from that set. And then I thought it needed, let's see, that's blue. I'm just going to go ahead and put these on. I think I colored my other ones purple. I tried to color the rhinestones a little bit purple, but these are going to be plain because I don't know where that is. Okay, so I'm going to put one at 6, one at 12, one at 3, one at 9, and then I'm going to go through back and put one in the center of each one. Okay, and there's your birdhouse. Isn't that so cute? I just love it. So anyway, all right, so there's our birdhouse. Here's with the jute. And can I find my other one? Well, here we go. All right, so those are the 3 cards. So I hope you'll get Flight Airy. It's just beautiful designer paper that you can get for free with the $50 order. And thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed these cards, and I'll look forward to seeing you back the next time.